Welcome to DFG Gaming, this is Belay. Thanks for joining us for our humble monthly August 2016 review, where we'll take a look at these games that I get from this subscription service for $12 and decide how much money does it save, do they deliver quality games, and whether or not I actually like the games that I get or not, and did I enjoy playing them. And hopefully this information will help you decide if this service is right for you, and give you a better idea, maybe even if these games are just games you want to pick up by yourself. With that being said, let's kick the tires and light the fires, and let's get to the games. Number 1. The first game on our list is Star Wars Rogue. This game was released January 22nd of 2016, which means it was released back in the spring. The current Steam price for this game is $11.99. The basic story for this game is that you are piloting a mech as a mercenary. And from what I can gather, your brain has basically been removed from your body, placed in this mech, and you are to work for this guy, eliminating enemies and making as much money as possible, while trying to clear floors to get to him. This game has a side-scroller feel to it, with multiple objects coming at you, fire from everybody, enemies, and your role is to shoot back and dodge enemy fire. This game I found very enjoyable, and in my time playing it, I never ran into any bugs, which leads me to think it's a pretty good quality game. If you like this type of side-scrolling mech shooter, make as much money as you can as a mercenary type of game. As far as quality goes, I would give this game a solid 4 out of 5. It does exactly what it wants to do and doesn't mess it up. I also really enjoyed this game, so I would definitely give this game a thumbs up. Number 2. The second game on our list is The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing Final Cut. This game was released on November 6, 2015, which makes it almost a year old now. The current Steam price for this game is $44.99. The story for this game is that you're not the actual Van Helsing, but you're actually his son, picking up the mantle of the legendary monster hunter. This game has a definite Diablo-esque feel to it, and really just seems like a more complicated version of Diablo, and seems like a little bit more expensive if I recall correctly. The game itself was okay. I personally would rather just play Diablo myself, but I can see how some people would enjoy it. So the game is definitely worth a try. As far as quality goes, the controls work well, the audio is alright, the leveling system, game design, all of that seems pretty good. The game itself, I would say, is a good quality rating of about 4 out of 5. Because I didn't find any bugs or anything like that. However though, since I didn't really find this game to be a standout game compared to Diablo, and the fact that I would rather play Diablo as a game, I'm going to have to give this game a thumbs down. Number 3. The third game on our list is Planet of the Eyes. This game was released on August 24th, 2015, and has a current Steam price of $9.99. This game is a, for lack of a better term, cute little platformer with a very mysterious story behind it. It's basically played out as you awaken as a robot on a spaceship that is crash landed, with none of your creators or scientists or anyone else around. You follow audio tapes in order to try and find your creator, as well as find your purpose. I found this game to be very enjoyable, and from what I could play of it, did not find any bugs. The story is really where it hooks you. The mystery of why you're there, why are you so important, what's going on this planet, what makes this planet so important. All of that will keep you drawn into this game for a lot of hours. There are some puzzles in it. They're very small puzzles, but they're still puzzles of trying to figure out different things, how to get around them, following the platform kind of game. I would give this game, as far as quality, a 4 out of 5, and definitely a thumbs up. Number 4. The next game on our list is Poised. This game was released November 6th of 2015 and has a current Steam price of $14.99. This game's about a year old right now and still in early access. This game is a platformer, kind of on par with, if you remember the old game called Spyro, anything like that, Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that, where your goal is basically just to go through the levels, jump platforms, avoid enemies, gather coins or other objects until you finish the level. This game, I did not find that enjoyable. It has a very childish feel to it. It feels like it was made more for like someone 10 or 12. And maybe that's just me, but that kind of off-put me a little bit. The graphics in it are good for that cartoony type of world, and I didn't really encounter any bugs in it as I could find. So I would give this game, as far as quality, a 4 out of 5, but I have to give it a thumbs down as I didn't really enjoy it. Number 5. The next game on our list is Random Access Murder. It was released on August 6, 2016, and has a current Steam price of $2.99. This game tries to be a 8-bit version of Call of Duty and fails at every outcome. It's terrible. I've had more fun getting stabbed than I had playing this game for the 5 or 6 minutes that I actually could find a server up. Currently on Steam, this has negative reviews overall. I don't know why it was put on the monthly bundle. It's terrible. I wouldn't even bother even attempting this game. It's just that bad. If you can actually find a server up, which is not very easy to do, the gameplay itself is terrible. The weapon designs are basically designed so that when you hit somebody one time with a grenade or something, they're blinded and nothing happens but they die. The game I got into, there were 2 other players, and no matter what I did, if you got hit by a grenade, you were dead. If I hit them with a grenade, they were dead. This was just silly, stupid, and this is not worth anybody's time or effort. I would give this game a 0 out of 5 quality rating. It's just torrid, and a big thumbs down. Number 6. The 6th game on our list is Discream. This is this month's Humble Monthly exclusive. This game is actually pretty fun. The premise of this game is that you're in a room and multiple discs, cutting discs I will say, will be spawned, and they will randomly move throughout this room and you have to dodge them. You have no health, basically one hit, one death, and then you have to start over. The goal of the game is to see how long you can stay alive in these rooms under different conditions. Some of the discs will spawn fireballs. Some discs will be moving faster than others. Some will move in just random patterns while others will have set patterns. The game is actually really fun, and it is very interesting for what it is. It is a little game that's just very fun to play. If you get a chance to try it out, I would highly advise it. This game, as far as quality goes, gets a 4 out of 5 from me and a definite thumbs up. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Whoa, Belay, you can't cheat us. We know there's 2 more games in this monthly bundle. I understand that. I got it. So, I got some explaining to do here. The first game, which I'll put up, well, over here, right here, is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer starter pack. The reason I don't have footage for this game is that when I booted it up and finally got it working, half the modes don't even have enough players to play them. So you just end up setting in queue all day. When I finally got a game mode to go off, when the game started, half of my controls would not register. I could alt-tab out of the game, keyboard worked fine on everything else, mouse worked fine, go back in the game, half the controls just would not register. So, after that little mishap finally fixed itself, I was like, oh, okay, it's just a fluke, it happens, we'll move on with the game. Maybe 15 seconds after that, my computer blue screens. Now, it may just be coincidence, but considering that is the only thing I've been doing differently than I've done for months on end that haven't blue screened, I blame the game for my blue screen. Once that happened, I hung it up, said I was done with it. I'm not fighting through this. This is silly. A friend of mine said a quote, and I'm going to use his quote here. If you want to play Call of Duty, go to a console. That's where it was made to be played. Go and enjoy it. Don't let me dissuade you from Call of Duty. We all know what Call of Duty is. We all know what kind of game it is, gameplay to expect. So, if you enjoy that kind of gameplay, go for it. Go play it on console, sure. However, the multiplayer starter pack is trash. For this one anyways. The Black Ops 3 multiplayer starter pack is trash. I give it a quality rating of 0 out of 5, a big thumbs down. I don't even know why it's in the bundle. It shouldn't be. It has mixed reviews on Steam, and that should not be in a monthly bundle subscription service. The second game is the Jackbox Party Pack 2, which I'll display here. Now, you would think, well, it's basically a board game, party game type of thing for multiple players, and you would think that sounds like fun. However, I never got to actually try it, because once I tried to go in and play it, I found out that it requires you to have not only the game installed on your PC, you either have to have a tablet, phone, or another PC or an external browser somehow that you can open up in order to play this game. This is stupid. You should not have to have 2 computers to play a simple game like this. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have to have that. If it's a board game, something like that, this should be something you can enjoy just yourself. Okay, you should be able to bring it up on one computer, invite some friends over, go at it. With that said, I didn't even I didn't even get a chance to try it. A couple of my friends, they tried to make it work. Couldn't get any progress in it. As far as I'm concerned, if it's in the monthly bundle and I can't play it, just me, that is a failure. So I give this game a 0 out of 5 and a big thumbs down. I don't think this one should be in the Humble monthly bundle either. It has poor reviews on Steam, if I remember right. And with that said, neither of these games should be in the monthly bundle. They have ruined this bundle for me this month. And that's why I don't have footage here. That's why you guys get to see my ugly mug just talking instead of actual footage. So I apologize, but that is the whole story. With that said, let's move on to our conclusions. Alright folks, it's been a rough ride. We're fine to the conclusions on this month's review. As you can see from the chart, the total cost of these games had you bought them individually would be $139.93. Since I only paid $12, I saved $127.93. As far as quality goes, they got a 20 out of a possible 40 from me, and a lot of those, as you can see, a lot of these games were 0 out of 5. They were terrible games. And as far as likes and dislikes, I had 3 of the games out of this month that I actually really enjoyed, and 5 of them that I really just didn't like. Overall, this month was pretty abysmal. I mean, last month was pretty bad, but I think this month beat it as far as in games being enjoyable and being something that I was glad that I owned. Don't let this dissuade you though. Like I've always said, it's $12 a month, so if you get one game that you like that costs more than $12, you just made your value back. However, I'm really hoping that the coming months will pick up and that we'll get a lot better months, a lot better bundles, and just games that are just better and more enjoyable. So hopefully next month's review will be a lot more upbeat than this one and not be nearly as big a pain in the butt to do, because this one was rough to sit down and do. This has been Belay with DFG Gaming. As always, hope you guys have a good one.